Have you ever found yourself somewhere you weren't supposed to be? A place hidden from the world. One that feels too perfect to be real. That's exactly what happened to Daniel. Daniel had been driving for hours, lost on an empty stretch of road with no GPS signal. The sun was dipping below the horizon when he spotted the sign. "Welcome to Elmswood." Strange. He didn't remember seeing this town on any map. But with an empty gas tank and growing hunger, it seemed like a lucky break. The town looked like something out of an old postcard, quaint houses with white picket fences, streets lined with glowing lamplights, and shops with neatly painted signs. It was quiet, but not abandoned. People strolled about, greeting each other with warm smiles. As Daniel drove through, something gnawed at the back of his mind. Everything looked too perfect. Not a single piece of trash on the streets. No cracks in the pavement. Even the people moved with an unsettling grace. But exhaustion pushed away his unease. He just needed food and a place to rest. The door chimed as Daniel entered a diner. The diner was a classic, red leather booths, black and white checkered floors, and a glowing neon menu above the counter. A cheerful waitress appeared almost instantly. The waitress came over and exclaimed warmly, "Well, aren't you a rare sight? We don't get many travelers. Welcome to Elmswood." Daniel offered a tired smile and slid into a booth. As he placed his order, he noticed something odd. The conversations around him were strange. The first town person said in a monotone voice, "Oh, a traveler. We don't get many visitors. You should stay a while." The second townsperson responded in the same monotone voice, "Oh, a traveler. We don't get many visitors. You should stay a while." Daniel's smile faltered. Had they just repeated the same sentence, word for word? Then he noticed something else. No one was using their phones. No one even seemed to own one. There were no clocks, no newspapers, nothing to indicate the date or time. The diner bell jingled as an old man shuffled in, his clothes worn and his eyes darting nervously. Unlike the others, he wasn't smiling. He sat near the window, stirring a cup of coffee he never drank. When Daniel met his gaze, the old man's lips parted slightly, as if debating whether to speak. Finally, he gestured for Daniel to come closer. Something in his eyes, urgency, maybe even fear, made Daniel obey. The old man whispered to Daniel, "You need to leave. Now. Before it happens to you, too." Daniel confusedly responded, "Before what happens?" The old man answered, "Quick. Tell me, where did you come from?" Daniel opened his mouth. Easy question. He was from. His heart skipped. Why couldn't he remember? To be continued.